Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Advanced SQL Tutorial, Stored Procedures, Deep Dive. This tutorial provides a comprehensive look at stored procedures in SQL, covering advanced concepts, use cases, and practical examples. We'll explore the benefits of using stored procedures, the syntax for creating and executing them, and delve into more complex scenarios. What are stored procedures? Stored procedures are precompiled SQL statements stored within the database. Think of them as functions written in SQL. They can accept input parameters, perform complex operations, and return output values. Essentially, they are a way to encapsulate business logic within the database. Why use stored procedures? Stored procedures offer several advantages. Improved performance. Stored procedures are precompiled and stored in the database. This reduces network traffic and parsing overhead, resulting in faster execution times, especially for frequently used queries. When you execute a normal SQL statement, the database needs to parse, optimize, and compile the query each time. With stored procedures, these steps happen only once during creation. Enhanced security. Stored procedures provide a layer of abstraction, preventing direct access to underlying tables. You can grant execute permissions on the procedure without granting direct permissions on the tables it accesses. This helps to protect sensitive data. Also, they help mitigate SQL injection vulnerabilities by parameterizing inputs. Code reusability. Stored procedures allow you to write complex logic once and reuse it in multiple applications. This promotes code consistency and reduces redundancy. Reduced network traffic. Instead of sending multiple SQL statements over the network, you send a single call to execute the stored procedure. This reduces network traffic and improves overall application performance. Simplified maintenance. Changes to the underlying database schema or query logic can be made within the stored procedure without affecting the client applications that use it. This simplifies maintenance and deployment. Data integrity. Stored procedures can enforce data integrity by encapsulating business rules and validation logic. This ensures that data is consistent and accurate across the application. Basic syntax and structure. The specific syntax for creating stored procedures varies slightly depending on the database system you are using, example MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQL Server, Oracle. However, the general structure remains the same. Let's illustrate with examples for SQL Server, MySQL, and PostgreSQL. SQL Server, transact SQL. MySQL*. PostgreSQL*. Key components*. Create procedure, SQL Server, MySQL, create or replace procedure, PostgreSQL used to create a new stored procedure or replace an existing one. Procedure _name * the name of the stored procedure. Choose a descriptive name. Parameter _list, a comma-separated list of input and output parameters. *at parameter _name data type, SQL Server input parameter. *at parameter _name data type output, SQL Server output parameter. The procedure modifies this parameter, and the value is returned to the caller. In parameter _name data type, MySQL input parameter. Out parameter _name data type, MySQL output parameter. In out parameter _name data type, PostgreSQL parameter that is both input and output. Parameter _name data type, PostgreSQL input parameter by default if in, out, or in-out are not specified.
Asterisk as asterisk indicates the start of the procedure body. In PostgreSQL, language PLPGSQL as $$ defines the procedural language. PL/PGSQL is a common choice, and the procedure body within the $$ delimiters. Asterisk begin. And asterisk delimits the block of SQL statements within the stored procedure. Asterisk SQL statements asterisk the actual SQL logic that performs the desired operations. This can include select, insert, update, delete, if, else, while loops, and more. Asterisk return, SQL Server an optional statement to return a status code, integer. Useful for signaling success or failure. The return statement in PostgreSQL terminates the procedure. Asterisk delimiter, MySQL uses a delimiter to separate the procedure definition from the rest of the SQL script. Delimiter / changes the delimiter to // allowing semicolons to be used within the procedure. Delimiter, resets the delimiter back to the default semicolon. Example, get customer details by ID. Let's create a stored procedure that retrieves customer details based on a customer ID. SQL Server asterisk. MySQL asterisk. PostgreSQL asterisk. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk the procedure get customer details takes an input parameter at customer ID, SQL Server, or customer ID, MySQL/PostgreSQL, of type int. Asterisk it selects the customer ID, first name, last name, and email columns from the customers table where the customer ID matches the input parameter. Asterisk the exec, SQL Server, or call, MySQL/PostgreSQL, statement executes the stored procedure, passing in the desired customer ID value, in this case, 123. Advanced concepts and use cases. Now, let's explore more advanced features and use cases for stored procedures. 1. Output parameters. Output parameters allow a stored procedure to return values to the caller. SQL Server example asterisk. MySQL example asterisk. PostgreSQL example asterisk. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk the calculate order total procedure takes an order ID as input and calculates the total amount and the number of items for that order. Asterisk at total amount and at order count, SQL Server, total amount and order count, MySQL, or total amount and order count, PostgreSQL, are declared as output parameters. Asterisk the select statement calculates the sum of unit price asterisk quantity and the count of records. The result is assigned into the output parameters using select. Into, MySQL/PostgreSQL, or assigning directly, SQL Server. Asterisk the caller declares variables to hold the output values and passes them to the exec/call statement using the output keyword, SQL Server. In PostgreSQL, we use in-out parameter and also have to declare a variable to hold the total before the call. Asterisk after the procedure executes, the caller can access the values of the output parameters. 2. Conditional logic and control flow. Stored procedures can contain conditional logic, example if, else, and loops, example while, to perform more complex tasks. SQL Server example asterisk. MySQL example asterisk. PostgreSQL example asterisk. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk the update order status procedure updates the status of an order. Asterisk the if exists statement checks if an order with the specified order ID exists. Asterisk if the order exists, the update statement updates the status and last updated columns. Asterisk if the order does not exist,
a message indicating that the order was not found is displayed. 3. Error handling. Robust stored procedures should include error handling mechanisms to gracefully handle unexpected situations. SQL Server example asterisk. MySQL example asterisk. PostgreSQL example asterisk. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk. The insert product procedure inserts a new product into the products table. Asterisk. The try, catch block, SQL Server, declare exit handler, MySQL, or begin. Exception. And, PostgreSQL, implements error handling. Asterisk. Begin transaction and commit transaction, SQL Server, start transaction and commit, MySQL, or simply commit, PostgreSQL, ensure that the insert operation is atomic. If an error occurs, the transaction is rolled back, and an error message is returned. The error message is retrieved via error_message, SQL Server, or simply by using sclearm, PostgreSQL. 4. Dynamic SQL. Dynamic SQL involves constructing SQL statements as strings within the stored procedure and then executing them. This is useful for creating flexible and parameterized queries, but it should be used with caution to avoid SQL injection vulnerabilities. SQL Server example asterisk. MySQL example asterisk. PostgreSQL example asterisk. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk. The get products by price range procedure retrieves products within a specified price range. Asterisk. The @SQL variable, SQL Server, MySQL, or SQL_ statement, PostgreSQL, builds the dynamic SQL statement as a string. Asterisk. SB_execute SQL Server, prepare/execute/deallocate, MySQL, and execute using, PostgreSQL, execute the dynamic SQL statement while properly parameterizing it to prevent SQL injection. Asterisk. Important asterisk. Always use parameterized queries with dynamic SQL to prevent SQL injection vulnerabilities. Never concatenate user-supplied values directly into the SQL string. 5. Working with cursors. Cursors allow you to iterate through the rows of a result set one at a time. They are useful for performing complex operations on each row, but they can be less efficient than set-based operations. SQL Server example asterisk. MySQL example asterisk. PostgreSQL example asterisk. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk. The update product prices procedure increases the price of all products by a specified percentage. Asterisk. A cursor is declared to iterate through the products table. Asterisk. The open statement opens the cursor. Asterisk. The fetch next statement retrieves the next row from the cursor. Asterisk. The while loop, SQL Server, or explicit loop control, MySQL, or implicit loop, PostgreSQL, processes each row. Asterisk. Inside the loop, the update statement updates the unit price for the current product. Asterisk. The close and deallocate statements, SQL Server, or close statement, MySQL, close and deallocate the cursor. PostgreSQL implicitly handles cursor closing and deallocation. 6. Triggers and stored procedures. Stored procedures can be used in conjunction with triggers to perform actions automatically when certain events occur on a table, example insert, update, delete. SQL Server example asterisk. MySQL example asterisk. PostgreSQL example asterisk. Explanation asterisk. Asterisk. The log product change stored procedure logs changes to the products table into a product changes log table. Asterisk. The product update trigger is a trigger that is executed after an update operation on the products table.
Asterisk inside the trigger, the log product change stored procedure is called, passing the product ID and the change type, update. Asterisk the inserted pseudo table, SQL Server, or new identifier, MySQL/PostgreSQL, provide access to the updated rows data. Asterisk triggers can be used to enforce data integrity, audit changes, or perform other actions automatically when data is modified. Best practices for stored procedures asterisk. Asterisk use descriptive names asterisk choose meaningful names for your stored procedures that clearly indicate their purpose. Asterisk parameterize all inputs asterisk always use parameterized queries to prevent SQL injection vulnerabilities. Asterisk handle errors gracefully asterisk implement error handling mechanisms to catch exceptions and provide informative error messages. Asterisk keep procedures concise asterisk break down complex logic into smaller, more manageable procedures. Asterisk use transactions to ensure data consistency and atomicity, especially when performing multiple operations. Asterisk document your procedures asterisk document the purpose, parameters, and return values of your stored procedures. Asterisk test thoroughly asterisk test your stored procedures thoroughly to ensure they perform as expected and handle edge cases. Asterisk avoid cursors when possible asterisk prefer set-based operations over cursors whenever possible for better performance. Asterisk follow naming conventions asterisk establish and adhere to a consistent naming convention for stored procedures, parameters, and other database objects. This improves code readability and maintainability. Asterisk use comments asterisk add comments to your stored procedures to explain the logic and purpose of different code sections. This makes the code easier to understand and maintain. Asterisk grant permissions carefully asterisk only grant the necessary permissions to users and applications that need to execute the stored procedure. Avoid granting excessive privileges. Asterisk monitor performance asterisk regularly monitor the performance of your stored procedures and identify any bottlenecks. Use database profiling tools to analyze query execution plans and optimize performance. This comprehensive tutorial has provided a deep dive into stored procedures in SQL, covering advanced concepts, use cases, and best practices. By mastering these techniques, you can significantly improve the performance, security, and maintainability of your database applications. Remember to adapt the specific syntax and examples to the database system you are using. Good luck.